as God consciousness, having this temporary, comical, tragic, interesting, fun, unsatisfactory human experience, to lessen the unsatisfactoriness, to maximize the pleasantness of it, despite the fact that all shall end and everything is in a state of decay at the moment, including you and I and your body and my body. Despite all of that, it is well advised for God consciousness, that is you, that is me, to examine carefully the optimal way in which the body, the physical vehicle which it has this experience of being a human is, the physical body, operates. If you can see how it operates and you could see how it is the most optimal, like if you want to optimize a vehicle, if you want to optimize an experience, like, if you want to optimize an experience, for example, say you want to have sex and you want to optimize the experience, you're going to set up the mood, right? You're going to put some incense and wait for it until it's darker and quieter and some suspense there, whatever, right? You do what you do to optimize the experience. And we try to do that in everything as humans. But unfortunately, the most important thing to optimize, that is our physical body, we're completely oblivion to it. We're completely lost when it comes to it. And it causes a lot of mental suffering. And then our soul, which is just like, it is limitless. It becomes so limited in this body and it doesn't have a say. At that point, you're just a program running off. Okay, and it's not a very pleasant program. So, with that glorious introduction, what I would like to talk about here is the power of walking. Just walking. Just you, your feet, your legs, your body swinging in very simple motion, right? Just walking. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Repeat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Repeat. That's sometimes what I do is I do walking meditation. I'll just count my steps and that'll be me literally for an hour. Just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Just walking happily, walking merrily, shouting out the numbers, Probably people are passing by. What is this crazy guy doing, But he looks happy. It's all right. Leave him alone. Right? And honestly, I cannot think of a better exercise for a human body than it is for walking. In fact, we are designed primarily to walk. We're not primarily designed to be running at all times. That's why people get overstressed from too much running. You see this, I think marathon runners have significantly less lifespan than the average person. Okay, so too much running can be extremely detrimental for the physical body. Not too much walking. I don't think anybody that hikes for like 9-10 hours a day has any problems. In fact, there's an island, Okinawa, I think, or something, in Japan. They have like a lifespan of over 100. Okay? And they examined their food, they examined their habits, and one of the things they realized is they move a lot. A lot of them end up just dying natural death in sleep. Okay, no chronic issues, nothing. It's a very small village. They live optimally, the way human beings are designed to optimally live. And one of the things they notice is they're out and about. They're in constant motion. Not necessarily just walking, but constant motion. Planting seeds, gardening, planting crops, harvesting crops, moving from one place to another. I don't think the island has cars. I don't think cars are, there is even like much roads, or even, I think there is roads, but Yeah, I don't think people have cars. That's one of the other things. So the air they breathe is so fresh, but it's their constant movement. And if you're constantly moving, you're going to be circulating. Your health depends on three things: circulation, assimilation, elimination. If that first element is missing, your assimilation is compromised, your elimination is compromised. Elimination isn't just digestive waste, cellular waste, metabolic waste. Just by being alive, your cells poop. They take shits. Everybody shits. That's the other funny cosmic joke. Okay? All sentient beings, all organisms shit. And so your cells are no exception to that. They're sentient beings too. And so they produce waste, and so you need to eliminate it. Also, your digestive waste. So all the toxins you take in on a regular basis, and God knows you're taking in a bunch of them living in modern society. So if you're not circulating the chi, the flow, the prana, the energy, the Tao, the way, the spirit, if you're not allowing the Shakti to flow freely through your body, you're going to have all kinds of problems. You're going to have chronic inflammation, you're going to have poor assimilation, poor digestion, poor elimination, and you're going to be running into all kinds of health issues. I would go as far as to say that walking to an extent is more important than your diet. Meaning, I'll give you, this is my opinion. It is my opinion that somebody who eats a less than optimal diet, maybe meat-based, but is out and about, moving, out in living somewhere in a village, and moving constantly for 9-10 hours, pretty much the whole day, just moving, is probably going to be healthier than somebody who, like myself, let's say, eats primarily fruits, the healthiest foods you can eat. That's pretty obvious at this point, that fruits are the most optimal food for human beings. But, like myself, during winters, which is now changing, barely moves. That person's going to be supremely healthier than I am. Okay? Supremely. They're not eating the best food, the most optimal foods, but they're moving. They're constantly circulating. So the constant circulation allows for good assimilation, decent, even if the food is suboptimal. And I said to an extent because it's one thing to hunt and eat meat, it's another thing to go eat Big Macs. Now that's really bad shit. Okay? Now, I don't know if all the walking in the world, all the moving in the world is going to save you there, if that's all you're eating. Okay? But you see what I'm saying here. You get the sort of angle I'm trying to tackle this from. So in certain situations, the person who's constantly circulating the energy through them is going to be healthier than someone who's super, like, eating super food, super diet, but isn't moving, isn't circulating anything. You see? So it's important to circulate the energy, and we're primarily designed to move, to walk. That's the primary design of a human being. We're not designed to have like big giant muscles, but we now force it on our bodies, and it causes us, again, all kinds of issues. I mean, look at bodybuilders. They have all kinds of issues. Even Arnold got a heart transplant. Okay? It's you're asking too much of what your body is optimally designed to do. We're very adaptable species. We can adapt like crazy. That's what makes humans so interesting and so unique. Their adaptability. That's why we're on top of the food chain. But I heard Terence McKenna say something, and I agree, that perhaps our adaptability is the cause of our suffering. Well, we know that life is inherently suffering, first noble truth, but you know what I'm saying. That it is probably causing us a lot of distress, this good adaptability, because what we do is we adapt. Like somebody who has poor digestion and is eating shitty food, but it's going on with their life, what happens is their body numbs down some of the sensations. So they adapt, they go on with it, they get on with it. They're feeling terrible, fatigued, tired, exhausted, mentally, their consciousness can't get past the ego structure, the separation consciousness. It's really, their overall state of mind is anything but optimal, anything but good, even, not even forget optimal. What was my point? I tend to go off such tangents and I forget what my point was. But actually, there's no point. But we talked about this, guys. Nothing's got a point. Everything is meaningless. Everything is play. I'm playing with words here. So, back to the point of circulation. Okay, circulation, the circulation of the energy, the circulation of the prana. As I was saying, we're primarily designed to walk. And now I remember the point. I was saying how bodybuilders drive their bodies to disaster because they're asking too much of it. So if our bodies are primarily designed to walk, that's the number one exercise we've got to be taking care of, got to be doing on a regular basis. And I'm going to say that every human being, regardless of how old you are, regardless, and this may sound shocking to some of you, it may sound like it's crazy, but I'll put it in context. I think I'm going to make this statement that every human being alive, well, of course, there's the exception cases. Somebody is on a wheelchair, whatever. Somebody's in their old age and they're having all kinds of diseases. It's too late. But, for mostly every human living, you need to be walking at least 3 hours every day. Yeah, 3 hours. Now, this may sound shocking to you because you live in a modern society that asks you to sit down all the time, right? I mean, look at most jobs now. You sit down in front of a computer. My work right now with the children, teaching children, is I sit down in front of a computer, but it's only for 2 to 3 hours a day. That's it. And then I get the rest of the day. So, but most of us, we drive to our works. That's like 1 to 2 hours in your car, another 1 to 2 hours back. That's 2 to 4 hours commuting. Okay. And that's sitting down. And I drove Uber, and I'm telling you, like, it'll destroy your right leg because of the constant using it as opposed to the left. It's really bad. And then there's the 8 to 10 hours of sitting down at work. You're sitting down the whole time. Then you come back home, you watch TV, or you sit down and you watch something. You watch an idiot like me rant about something, right? If you want to watch my videos, do what I do when I watch and listen to podcasts or videos. I walk around as I listen to them. Probably going to be better for you, better for your health, better circulation equals better digestion, better everything. Better hormones, better balance. You're going to be more balanced. You're going to allow the chi to flow through you. So, yeah, it may sound shocking to you that you need to walk for 3 hours minimum a day. Minimum. That's bare minimum, guys, okay? It may seem shocking to your programmed mind-body complex that came popping out of a vagina into this dimension and got programmed in all these negative and suboptimal ways. It may sound like, whoa. But even to your ancestors 200 years ago, that's like, really? Like 3 hours? What are you on? Like, that's what I do all day as I move. Okay? So that even 200 years ago, even 100 years ago, the three hours of movement is just that's I said minimum, I said at least. And I'm experiencing this because we're coming out of winter. Winter here is just by the way, it snowed yesterday. Like it was like a winter day, and it's March 31st yesterday, right? Yeah. So we're just coming out of winter right now, and winter it's my last one here. I can't complain. I can't complain about anything because my soul chooses every experience for me. I already chose this. Can't complain. But this is not habitable. This is not a habitable condition to the human body, to the human organism. This extreme cold. It isn't. It just isn't. You're not going to reach your optimal level as a human being here. You might have some spiritual lessons to learn here, and that's good. That's great. If you want to optimize, go where your body has evolved out of, the tropics or somewhere warm. So, human beings we love warmth. Our body temperature is 37 degrees. Okay? That's a different topic, different video. But I'm seeing it now because now I'm no longer driving Uber, but I was driving 3-4 hours a day, and I was coming back home, and if I went for walks, it would be 15 minutes, a measly 15 minutes. I had all kinds of issues in winter. Okay, digestive issues, all kinds. Now I'm no longer driving. I'm walking at least 3 hours a day. It's sunshine. I'm prepared probably for like a 4 or 5 hour one today because it's nice and sunny outside. And I woke up really early, like I've been up since 6. Okay, and it's only like 9 or 10 a.m. now. So, I got the day. It's warming up too. And I'm seeing this. The walking is amazing. The circulation of the energy. You feel light. It's amazing. It's incredible. I love walking. It's my favorite exercise by far. And it's energizing. You go for an hour walk, you come back, you're energized. It's energizing because it allows the chi to move, to flow. It allows the force to flow through you. So even if there's some butt hurt, you allow the butt hurt to flow through you. Whatever emotion, you let it circulate. And it circulates and it dissipates. Like everything, created, preserved, destroyed. I come back when I go for like an hour walk. And I'm trying to do now minimum. I'm starting off just conditioning my body. My body's now become more conditioned. I'm ready to walk more. Because your legs will get tired if you're not conditioned, which happened to me the first few days. But now it's like I go for an hour, I do it 3 times a day, and you just give me a little bit of time. As the weather gets nicer and I can go in shorts and tank tops, there is me teaching the classes in the morning, and there is me hiking for the rest of the day for 8-10 hours. Take my food with me, do the videos outside, everything. You wait, we're hikers. Humans, we're hikers. We're walkers, we're hikers. See, what I'm going to be doing now as the weather gets nicer and as I settle into this work, there's me teaching from in the morning, 7 to 9, 7 to 10 at the most, and there's me walking for the rest of the day and maybe meditating at night and going to sleep. Because I recognize this is it. We're supposed to walk. We're designed to walk. This is the most optimal thing for human body to do. Most optimal exercise, most optimal thing, one of the most optimal things you could do for your body. It's one of the foundations, one of the basics, to be walking. Okay? So, I've been ranting almost 20 minutes about walking, so now let's get practical into it. I hopefully see my rants, what they should theoretically serve, if for somebody who's actually going to sit down and watch them, is they emphasize the point for you. So you get it, you understand it. And so understanding, when we understand something, we illuminate it. And once we're no longer ignorant of the way it is, our actions just follow naturally. We don't have to force them. So when you know, like, oh shit, that's what's happening. When my body's designed to walk, just look at the way it is. And that actually, like, this is what I'm supposed to do. I'm supposed to be walking a lot. I'm supposed to be walking everywhere. I said 3 hours minimum, guys. I'm just being soft with you here. I'm being a little cutie with you, okay? With your millennial mind-body complex programming, okay? I'm part of it, so I can talk shit about it. The rule is you can talk shit about something if you're part of it, right? So, but we're walkers, we're hikers, we're movers. And we've got to keep the chi flowing. We've got to keep the Tao flowing, the Shakti, the energy. And it's incredible. Walking is so energizing. When you go and you can punch a bag for 20 minutes, you're exhausted by then. That takes energy from you. Okay? But when you walk, You might have burned 200 calories. Again, that's why that's all bullshit. You gotta unprogram yourself. Maybe you burned 200 calories punching a bag, but what the hell happened after? You're exhausted. But you go burn, say, 200 calories walking an hour, and you're energized after. You see? You've got to unlearn everything you've learned about the human health. No, you've got to look at the flow of energy and what's happening, how the energy moves, how it moves through. And walking is probably the best, it is the best way you could move the energy through you. So practically, what do? Start walking everywhere. Okay? I have Audible. I listen to audiobooks. No way I'm listening to an audiobook sitting down. No way. No way. No way. No way. I'm walking. Now my videos, for the old timers who've been watching my videos all the way through, most of my videos in the early stages, or whenever the weather was nice, was outside walking around. And you'll see that now. You'll see this as probably a permanent thing, because as the weather gets nicer, I'm in beautiful land. I'm going to Thailand after, so I'm in good weather. You're probably gonna see me mostly walking around, okay? Because even the videos, for me, walk. You're gonna make videos, walk around making videos. Whereas right now it's too cold for me to go and I could do it, but I'm not as focused. Okay. So yeah, just start doing everything walking. Listen to podcasts walking. Listen to YouTube videos walking. Listen to my videos walking. And go do your groceries. Walk to get your groceries. Okay, don't take a car. Walk. Go get them. Carry them if you have to. Good workout. Very good workout for your forearms. Right? Carry them. Get a backpack. Put them in a backpack. Carry your groceries. Go walk everywhere. Walk everywhere. If you're going to go see your friend and it takes you 45 minutes to go and walk and see your friend versus 10 minutes by car or 5 minutes by car, go walk and see your friend. And walk back. So what? I don't think most of you live in extreme cold. Most of you probably live in decent climates. You might have a couple of months in a year where, okay, it's more difficult to be walking all this stuff. But, most human beings on the planet, they live in good climates, decent climates. They can walk most of the year. They can walk everywhere. We're walkers. Get the new programming. This is new programming. But it is what it is. Human beings are optimally designed to be walkers, hikers, movers, nomads. Nomads, really. We're nomads. We're nomadic. Human beings are nomadic. Okay, like all other animals. And all animals move. They're all hikers too. Not just human beings. Every mammal. All mammals. Big cats, cows, horses. Do you see them? They're walking around all day. Because we're supposed to be the same thing. We're supposed to be walking around all day. We feel good. We allow the chi to flow through. So, moral of the story, work your way up to be walking a minimum, at least 3 hours a day. Even if you have a job right now that requires you to sit down. Hopefully it's not all day, okay? But make sure you put aside 3 hours. You work your way up. Right now, if you're walking only half an hour a day, you start to do an hour. If you're walking an hour a day, you start to do an hour and a half. Work your way up to minimum 3. You wanna if you can walk minimum 3 hours a day, that's all the exercise you need, actually. A little bit of muscle stimulation, a little bit of body weight, you're good. You don't need to run, you don't need to do anything too heavy on the body. You could, although, you could go play a sport or something, that's up to you. But I'm saying, if you're walking 3 hours, that you're literally doing the most optimal thing for your body. This is a very, I'm pretty sure the Taoists will agree with this, because they look for the path of least resistance. The path of least resistance and most gains, health gains for you, is actually walking. So 3 hours, ladies and gentlemen, 3 hours of walking. Okay, once you're in the 3 hour stage and you feel the benefits for yourself, you feel the energy flow through you, okay? And you feel the amazing benefits, you're gonna probably want to just do it as a lifestyle. That's kind of what I'm moving into now, is I'm moving into the hiker lifestyle now, the hiker phase of life. You'll see it, because soon enough I'll just be walking around everywhere, always. Okay? So, Yeah, that was a pretty long rant trying to tell you a very simple thing, but you know how it is. This is my thing. I rant. I rant. If you're here, listen to all this 25 minutes. You like my rants. Admit it. Admit it. Even if you're gonna leave me in the comments, bro, you make him shorter. Make him shorter. No, no. You dig these rants. Otherwise, you wouldn't have stayed here for 25 minutes. 20. What is it? 25. Yeah. Okay. Thank you to all the Patreons for supporting this channel and supporting all the future projects. You guys are amazing, are awesome. You're supporting this cup of peppermint tea. And you're supporting my hikes. You know, my Patreons are supporting the hikes. You guys are amazing. You guys are awesome. Mwah, this heart. Woo! To all the Patreons and everybody watching, God bless you all. If you'd like to support, throw me a couple of dollars a month. Come on. Yeah, come on. Like $2 a month. What is that? What is that? That's nothing. That's nothing. You're just being lazy. You're being lazy. I know you want to support. You're just being lazy. Oh, I'm gonna put my credit card. Who cares? $2. What's it gonna do? Well, if you guys weren't lazy, if you start hiking and moving the chi and the energy through you, you'd probably already have contributed to the Patreon. But right now, the chi isn't moving enough through you, so you're too lazy to even put the simple credit card information and like say, oh, just $2 here, and I can cancel anytime. All right. Until next time, may the force be with you.